Right out of the movie Gone with the Wind, this is the old mill in North Little Rock, Arkansas. This old grist mill was constructed in 1931 by Justin Matthews, the man who developed the Lakewood neighborhood of North Little Rock. And yes, this mill did appear in the opening credits of the 1939 movie Gone with the Wind, starring Clark Gable and Vivian Leigh. Oddly enough, Justin Matthews didn't intend his mill to be an operating mill or even a replica of an old mill that operated at one time in Arkansas. According to the city of North Little Rock, Matthews built this grist mill look-alike to honor the spirit of early Arkansas settlers. The mill was completed in 1933, and Matthews purposely didn't put doors or windows in his grist mill to represent the old mills of the 1800s and their state of disrepair in the early 1900s. That's right, he built it so it would look like it was abandoned. In 1976, Justin Matthews' former company gave the grist mill to the city of North Little Rock. In 1986, the grist mill was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. As you go inside, again, Matthews didn't intend to replicate an active grist mill. However, the iron grist mill on the first floor is an authentic millstone that dates to 1828. It was part of the Cagle family grist mill in Pope County, Arkansas. Heading upstairs, you'll be able to see better how the water wheel operated the millstones. When you look outside from the second floor, you can see that the water would turn the wheel, and as the water wheel turned, it would rotate a shaft that went through the wall of the mill, and that would turn the millstone. And, of course, as the millstone turned, the grain would be ground. The wider the grooves in the millstone, the more coarse the ground grain would be. This wheel would produce a medium ground feed, while this millstone would produce a more coarse ground because the grooves in the millstone are wider. The purpose of this outside pulley was to pull open and to shut the door that controlled the flow of water from the wooden reservoir onto the water wheel. The more water you allowed to fall on the wheel, the faster the grinding wheel would turn. Let's take a look at some of the beautiful things surrounding the old mill. When Any Way You Travel was there, the azaleas were in full bloom and they were gorgeous. As you look around, you'll see bridges that are masterpieces of art and sculpture. Created by noted Mexican sculptor Dionisio Rodriguez, these faux wood bridges are a perfect example of his artistic style. You know, every so often, it's nice to take a moment and get in touch with the past. So much has changed. It's good to take a step back to a simpler time.